All right. This is Mello KickGame.
Uh-huh.
This is the KickGame podcast, episode 0.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start from 0
Right.
so that we could give everybody a chance to go spread the word, let them know what's coming.
Mind you, y'all, he don't speak like this. He's very energetic. So we're gonna get this shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of talk about how you came here, nigga.
Yo,
Let's
I've
go.
never even been in a studio before. I don't
Ever?
rap. I don't do any type of that type of
Yeah.
entertainment. I'm usually behind the camera.
Yeah.
This right here is totally a first time thing for me.
Yeah.
But I have so many people who been following me for so many years,
Right.
and they just been telling me, start your podcast and
Yeah.
set it off. So
Yeah. Well, nigga, congrats. Nigga, this is history. For you, for us,
Yeah,
nigga,
I
already.
appreciate
You know what I'm
it, man.
saying? So I ain't gonna talk too much, but I'm gonna say with my piece and let you do your thing. Like, we in Gotham Podcast Studios right now. Mello, we both work at the same job, you know what I mean? Keep that confidential. But as far as like him coming to me and showing me his site, and then I'm on the gram, and you know, KickGame is really deserving that name for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he done put in his pain. When Kobe died, I done seen how he put in his pain with Kobe, the jerseys, the being next to the mural. You know, certain niggas be sad when Kobe died, but when I seen my man Mello on the gram, I said, yeah, he in tune. You know what I'm saying? So I've been here for about 2 years, and it's deserving. The first person I actually brought here to, you know, do their thing, and it's deserving, man. So I'm proud of you, nigga. Just keep doing your thing, homie. Brooklyn in the building.
I
Feel me?
appreciate you.
That's a fact.
My dude, L got that fresh watermelon
Yeah, I tried.
Hat Club
That
piece
shit came
on.
late though. Shout out to Hat Club. Y'all niggas is wild late with the shipping, but no problem. Tried to wear that thing on New Year's. It was not there.
Yeah,
It was
you
not there
gotta
in the
wait
mail.
You had to wait. You know, that's the thing with Hat
That's
Club.
a fact. That's a fact. What jacket
part
you
of it.
sporting? That's nice.
Yo, good looking, my
That's
dude.
nice right there.
Yeah, Black History Month is over,
Yeah.
but you know, we make Black History every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just,
What we talking about, like for the future? You know what I mean? Of this podcast shit, like, what's the subject matter? What you trying to give to the people?
well, I only speak on things that I really know about through my experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like my specialties is sneakers, basketball, and hip hop.
Wow.
So that's what you really get with me.
I also seen when Fred the God passed, Nip passed. You got a lot of people got to understand. You know what I mean? And RP to all them gentlemen, but you got shit on wax with these niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got videos, like you brushing shoulders with Fred. Like,
Yeah, it's like
Nip,
I told you,
all these niggas.
I'm usually behind the camera. You know what I mean? I've been filming for at least 10 years, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, everybody who know me, peace to everybody from my hood. I'm from Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York. And my hood, y'all mean something to me, you know what I mean?
That's hard.
Every day, literally every day for the past 10 years, somebody's like, yo, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? My project is something like Detox. You know that Dr. Dre album that never came out? I've never let out any of my footage that I've filmed because I always felt like it was worth something. I never just felt like putting my stuff on YouTube or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Where you what space you in now though? Because now you here, you putting. You know what I'm saying? That's the first step.
Yo, now it's crazy because you know what? Just like how quick them 10 years went by, it's like, man, my life changed so much. You know, I went from having one son, now I got 3. You know what I mean?
And they stay fresh too. By the way, like I seen all your sons on the gram. Niggas do not play. That's a fact. So that's embedded. Was that important too? Having kids, making sure they stay in tune. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, with me, one thing is like, first off, my pops always held me down. You know what I mean? But especially for me, growing up and knowing how these streets work, I always tell my dudes, like, yo, I don't want to leave no space for no Canaans to try to jump in, no temptations and things like that. You know what I mean? They're going to grow up and make their own choices. But I want to, when I lay my head down, know I gave it my best effort. And that's not even just buying the material things, you know what I mean? But I always put them first, you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of dudes, they won't, they won't let their children be in a better position than them, you know what I mean? In any space, you know what I mean?
Right.
Imagine how many dudes just bought that PlayStation 5 and, like, you got your little man in the crib and be like, yo, don't touch my PlayStation when I go to work.
By the way, I know your son is on camera right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, we be at the job, and Mello would come. He was going hard for that PS5. I'm just letting you know. Feel me? So when he be in the lobby, we going back and forth and all that. You know what I mean? He always talk about his kids. So
yeah, that's
you know,
the thing, man. So that's that space. Like, you know, like it's different now with these young boys. They drip and all that. And I'm still in my Nike space. I still wear Nike shirts. I've been in that space since I was a little dude. So yeah, they like to drip and shit. So drip, you know what I mean?
Right.
But these frauds out here, they would prefer to drip and have this and that and have their kids out here looking not like them. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. I remember one time I was looking at Barack Obama give a speech, and he said something that really stuck with me. He was like, it doesn't matter what you do for your children when the child up the block isn't getting anything. You know what I mean? He's like, it creates a situation. And we all know what that situation is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you do for yours, I do for mine. But at the end of the day, like I said, I love my neighborhood, and I know it's bigger than just me and my family. Like, I'm here to continue to just do what I do, inspire the kids that I do, you know what I mean? Inspire the young dads, you know, that's out here. And shit like that.
What made you do that 10 years ago? What made you, like, start putting things on camera for people to see and for you to lock in? Like, what was click for you? Like,
yo, you know what? I've started realizing I used to go OT and stuff like that from, like, real young, you know what I mean? And I realized the more places I go, the more I realize how special my neighborhood was. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, it's cool out here, but yo, y'all should see what it's like where I'm from.
Right.
And I noticed anytime I would bring somebody to my neighborhood, we always came back. You know what I mean? It was always like, yo, let's go back around there. So I started just recording things and walking around with my camera and moving around the city and things like that.
Okay. Any, like, memorable moments, though? Like, something that, of all of those is memories, but something that really stick to you for somebody you met and was like, yo, damn, I'm all right.
So, man, Kobe, man, you know what I mean? I didn't really get to meet him, but I was this close to him, you know what I mean? And yeah, that was a life changer, you know what I mean? Even to where I'm here right now, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't even supposed to get into that event, you know what I mean?
Right.
I had no ticket. Shout out to my man Paul Lee from Atmos. Atmos is right across the street from House of Hoops in Harlem.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tabby Love. All my peoples from Atmos, I'm hitting them. Yo, nobody had no tickets. I'm like, damn, if they can't get in and they work right across the street, I can't get in. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, I remember I was in the crib watching Kobe play. You heard? He playing the Knicks. And I'm like, damn, after this game, he going to be at House of Hoops. I'm like, you know what? I'm going up there. So I got dressed, went up to House of Hoops, right? I remember I was getting on the train to go up there. I seen my wifey. She was like, you going up there by yourself? I was like, yeah. Nobody wanted to come with me. She was like, all right. And I was on the train going up to Harlem from Brooklyn. Dolo, right? I get up there. I'm looking at the crowd like, it's a nice crowd out there.
Right.
And next thing, I look, my man on security, head of security, like, yo, Mello was good. I'm like, oh, I'm like, yo, what's good? He's like, come through. I'm like, yo, you gonna search me? He was like, come on, man. So I was like, all right, hold up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I always keep some bounty on me, whatever, you know what I mean? So I went up the block, stashed the hawk, you heard? Put the hawk in the cut. So now I came back. Yo, you good? Yeah. Went through. So now I'm happy, son, you heard? Yo, I stepped in there. They gave me a big foam finger. That's the LA joint, you know what I mean? And then this dude handed me a little raffle ticket, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, hold on to this. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm inside. I'm kicking it with people. Like, you know what I mean? I'm there for Dolo, so I'm just making cool with people, you know what I mean? So Nick Cannon is hosting this joint, you know what I mean? So Nick Cannon comes out. He said, yo, listen, this was going down. We raffling off 24 pairs of Kobe's. He said, I'm going to do the first 23. Then Kobe going to come raffle off the 24th pair. You heard? So he starts. The first nigga that wins, the very first person was this nigga I was standing right next to talking to. And he was asking me, what's this? What's that? And I'm just telling him, like, what's the different Kobe's and all this shit. He won. I remember feeling happy for son. You know what I mean?
And he really wasn't in tune. You think he was just
Nah,
there?
he was just there. He probably just from the block, like just pulled up. You know what I mean? I remember feeling happy for son, seeing son win. You know what I mean? So speed up, people is winning, shit going down. I remember I seen another person that I was online with when I was like, oh, little African dude won. You heard? That's lit. I said, hold up though, son. I'm looking at my shit. I'm like, son, my shit was. He was reading off the last two numbers on every ticket, you heard? My numbers were 556. I said to myself, yo, if that nigga say number 5, he gonna say 6, son. You heard? I said that to myself. He was up to the 23rd pair, son. Number 23. Word to everything I love, son. 23rd pair. Nick Cannon grabs the joint. Nigga said 5, 6. I was just like, boop, boop, boop. You heard? Pulled up. This hating nigga. I think he worked with LeBron. I can't remember his name right now. But this weird nigga that used to work with Nike, none of us used to like him. He used to be at 21 Merce, all the little events and shit. He running under LeBron right now. Anyway, he looks at me. I go up there because everybody that win going up on the stage. Nigga looks like, he called your shit. I'm like, nigga, everybody like, yo, move. Nigga, what the fuck you mean? Right? So, whatever. Now, I'm number 23, so now I'm with the other 22 winners, you heard? Next thing you know, that little Wayne shit, Kobe doing work. Shit, come on, Kobe comes out, you heard? So now it's mad niggas in there, son. We in the middle of Harlem, son. Niggas got mad merch, mad people out, you heard? I got flicks and all that. You know how I do. I always got receipts. But anyway, Kobe talking, giving his speech, talking, whatever. You know what I mean? They kicking it. So while them niggas was kicking it, I noticed they was moving in and out with their bags and shit, bags of kicks. Had the black truck outside. You know how they do. Yo, son. Kobe finished talking. He was like, yo, peace, you heard? Skated. So all these niggas was there just standing with their merch and all that shit. Like, yo, what? Like,
oh, he's ready for him to sign something?
Yeah, son. He ain't signed nothing for nobody. Right. He talked with Nick Cannon, said, love is love. I love New York. I love the Garden, this, that, and the third. Skated. They told everybody, all right, time for y'all to go home. You heard? The 23 that won, the 24. Oh, yeah, because Kobe read off the 24th. So now the 24, y'all that won, y'all stay. Yo, son, House of Hoops, it's a big glass. You know what I'm saying? You can see right inside. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So now, these other 280 people or whatever, they just go outside. They outside like this. Yo, son, I had on a green varsity, son. Something like this. I always like loud shit, son. Or Brooklyn nigga. Son.
Right.
I'm in there. My green jacket. I'm Dolo. I'm in Harlem. So I'm waiting for my kicks. Yo, son, the first dude they called he called shit.
Yeah.
The nigga was like, oh shit, these shits is autographed, son. Yo, son, it was like, Mello. I came, seen my box in Mello. Open this shit. I seen Kobe autograph on them shits. I was like, oh. Yo, son, my mind immediately was like, damn, must make it back to Brooklyn, son. You heard?
Facts.
Yo, son.
And the Hawk is stashed.
Yo,
it's not
bro,
with you at the time.
I forgot about that shit. You heard?
Okay.
So now I'm looking at my man who do the security. I'm like, yo, what time you bounce, son?
Right.
He like, yo, I gotta wait for everybody to bounce. He was leaving some wacky time. I'm like, nah, son, I ain't hiding out in here, son. Fuck. So now I just bust out the door. Some company was trying to cop, you know what I mean? Yo, 600, 700. I'm like, I'm good, son. He's going to Brooklyn, son. I started, yo, son. Now, you know, from House of Hoops
to the train.
Yo, these is long blocks, son.
To St. Nick long.
These blocks is long, son. Yo, so I start walking, son, and I'm like, damn, son. I'm not feeling good. And this ain't no Chuck shit, but this just some real shit.
But you close, though. House of Hoops to the train, you close. What you going to the
son,
A
to the 2?
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit is,
you
son,
gotta
that's
walk.
like 2-3 blocks, son.
You gotta walk. That's a fact.
Yo, I started walking. Then I remembered, oh yeah, my Hawk, son. So I turned back around, walked back through everybody, went to the spot. My shit was still there. I was like, yes. You heard? Grabbed my shit, took that shit out all hot, whatever. Tucked it. But yo, let me tell you why I don't believe in luck, son. You know how God work? Now I'm leaving now. I feel a little better. I got my Hawk, whatever. I just heard, yo, Mello, what's good? You heard? Shout out to my nigga Wale, son, from the Bronx. Him and his man, son, my other dude, Alex. These niggas they from the Bronx, son, but they come into Brooklyn. They going to some party on like Borough Hall or something. That's pretty much 3/4 of my trip.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, son, let's go. You heard? Wound up coming back to Brooklyn.
But niggas ain't following you though, right? From after niggas was offering you beds and all that.
Nah. You know, yo, son. Thankfully, son, you know what I mean. I don't be having too much of them type of problems. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yo, that moment, you know, it was a lot. It was, you know what I mean. I tell you this whole story because so you could feel what's going on because everything was mad quick. You heard?
Okay.
It wasn't until the next morning, son, when I woke up and really absorbed this shit, son. Like, son, I was in the crib with nothing, son. I wake up, I got a pair of Kobe's in my crib, autographed. You heard? Son must have been touching the markers and shit. I got thumbprints and all that on it. A couple days before that, I bought a pair of the same shits that I want. I bought them for my son, you heard? Because I always used to promise him, yo, when they make Kobe's in your size, I'll get you a pair. Remember, he was coming home from school. We just walked by Kids Foot like he seen them shits, and they was like, oh, they got them. You heard? And I was like, damn. You heard? Went and they got him them shits. So that morning we went to the park. We went down to the to Ebbets Field, to Jackie Robinson Park. You heard? Shout out to all my niggas from Ebbets Field. Jackie Robinson Park. We went down to the park. Took some flicks and shit. And yo, man, I remember niggas like, yo, you holding them shits like a baby, son.
Right.
And that same year, he won the chip. This is 2010. You heard? These the Kobe 5s. And yo, he won the chip that same year. So yeah, man, like that shit was a special moment for me, man.
Who you give credit to, like when it come to your drip? You know what I'm saying? What you put on today? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it a first pair of kicks that you wore? It was like, yeah, this is my lane right here. Like, what could you remember that click for you? Like, yeah, this is me.
Yo, my cousin, yo, he's the pioneer of freshness in my fam, yo. Shout out to my cousin Stein. He'll always be a topic, like always reoccurring, you know what I mean? He was the freshest dude I know. And it was crazy because I'm from Brooklyn, Crown Heights, you know what I mean?
Right.
Home of the low lifes, you know what I mean?
Right.
Shout out to all the low lifes, all my niggas
That's crazy. That's
these
crazy.
niggas is all polo down. Yeah. So my cousin, he used to rock nothing but Guess. You heard? I see you got the Guess jacket on and shit.
They sleep on Guess. They sleep on Guess.
Because you know what? This new culture don't really know. But if you go back and look at flicks of all the fly niggas, I just seen some shit with Allen Iverson and his moms. He must have been like, and you know he was a young lit nigga. With the Guess joints, you know what I mean? My cousin used to be Guess down, son. I'm talking about socks. He used to have the scarves and shit. Like, my man, I'd be buying wild scarves and silky shits because of shit like that. So, yeah, man. Shout out to my cousin Stein, man. Back then, niggas was boosting and shit.
Right.
So he used to get in trouble, son. So after a while, it's like, our parents like, yo, son, let's just buy y'all this shit. Y'all niggas don't do that shit, you heard? We'll buy you what you want.
Let me ask a question about BK too, cause BK is out of all 5 boroughs, y'all the largest borough. Y'all niggas could really be your own country. That's how many people y'all got in BK. Like, you know, in the hood, it's always said that a lot of niggas don't leave their hood. They don't go outside their borough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear a lot of that because Brooklyn is so big that you could really just get lost in that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because how large it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak on that. Like, what's the vibes like? Because then it's Crown Heights, it's the Ville, it's the style. Like, you know what I mean? It's so many parts.
Yo, it's like I'm born and raised in Crown Heights. I didn't move here or nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Right. It's like since birth.
Yeah.
And it's like we the center of Brooklyn, so a lot of things pass through. Okay. You know what I mean? And also we could get wherever like we need to be. Like you go this way, you in the style, you go down there, you in the bush. Around here is fucking Park Slope. You know what I'm saying? The Ville. Right. The East. Like we skate over. But yo, Brooklyn is crazy, but it's mostly, yo, the funny thing is, as crazy as it is, it's still, it's a loving borough, man. We got a lot of principles and things like that we move real militant, you know what I mean? From a young age, the thing is to be mature. In Brooklyn, you 13 years old with a wifey. At 15, you thinking about not just what you eating, what your man eating. You know what I'm saying?
Deep. Yeah, definitely.
Shit, and I mean, you know what's crazy? Like, it don't change, son. Cause my son still come home sometimes and like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be like, yo, that thing called survivor's guilt. You know what I mean? We still all out here in the struggle. You know what I mean? Right. But like, it's different when you see your man save half of his lunch. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or, you know, even little things down to not having a PlayStation, son. Now y'all want to go back and use your old joint because your mans ain't got the 5. After I had to grind for that 5, y'all want to go back?
Right.
Yo, but this is life, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's why when that nigga Nas on The Cure, and he was like, yo, my mom's cooked food, but some of my niggas was starving. That's and whatever best. They was down to do, I was with it regardless.
That's
you know what I mean?
That song
and
is
and it's like it's real. Cause I grew up with both of my parents, son. But you know, you still make them choices.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm from the X. We I'm not gonna say I get. You know, my niggas is my niggas, but just as far as even Harlem, you know what I mean? Like going to different boroughs, like love different. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring my niggas up in the Bronx so we could just really be more open arms. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I met my niggas in BK and Bushwick. I used to get off at Halsey all the time. One summer I was in Brooklyn every day, and I was timid, nigga. I'm from the X. Like I'm like fucking. Like, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? But the love was so, I ain't gonna lie, that love in BK is different. You know what I'm saying? And that speak volume as far as, like, the maturity. I'm like, okay, like, when you say that, it click. You know, I ain't have a word for it. Like, niggas is mature at a very young age out there.
That's the thing. Like, yo, it's like, it's such a thin line with the love. Because, like, we show that love, you know what I mean? But that's why when somebody cross it, it's like, damn, son, like I showed you love. You know? I don't really know how to halfway show you love. It's like either I'm in or I'm out. You know what I mean?
That's hard.
Try to live without the gray areas, son, black or white. You know what I'm saying? It makes things way more simple.
Now let's talk about kicks. What's your first pair of kicks you fell in love with, if you could remember?
Yo, you know what my problem is? Like, I remember everything, son. Like, you know what I mean? I remember, like, dead serious. And that's why I realized, like, this kicks thing for me is, like, it's different. I remember things my friends had in first grade that they be forgetting about, you know what I mean? But again, like, I had my cousin, like, I was talking to my cousin, stop, man. Like, he was that dude. So pretty much, like, I remember in kindergarten, he was rocking travel foxes, you heard? Wow. So I remember my pops took me to King's Plaza, son. We went to Buster Brown, son. And I got these brown travel foxes, B. You heard? And that was in kindergarten. Then in first grade, the bows with the 34 on the back, the SC trainers, the gray and black ones. You know what I mean?
You in your bag right now. That's crazy.
Bro.
And a lot of niggas don't know what you're talking about, though.
Son, everybody that's going to tune into this, my crowd, they know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the thing with my crowd. This is the exclusive circle. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yo, those I remember having those in first grade, and my man, his name was Jesse. You heard? He had the sixes, the black and infrareds.
Yes.
You heard?
Yeah.
And I remember he used to be like, yo, these is Jordans. I'd be like, yo, those are pink. Like, you got pink sneakers, B. Like, that's not it. You know what I mean? I'm like, son, you need these joints with the 34 on the back. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I'm getting 35, 36. Right. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word.
My first joints I remember was that I could remember a birthday gift. I was probably like 3. I had the Reggie Millers. Them shits I'll never forget.
Which ones? The AIRs?
It had to be. It did have air on. I'm not a sneaker nigga like you, but it did have air on it though. I mean the white and like blue shits though.
White and navy blue.
White and navy blue joints.
Yeah, son.
Yeah.
Son.
Those was my shits right there.
Son, those was the ones you had to get when you couldn't cop the Pippins, son. Because the Pippins was like $160. Those Reggies, I think they was like 90. Because I remember, son, that was my roughest back to school, son. Word up. I remember having those and feeling like, damn, son. Like I'm not
you had the Reggies on. You ain't feel good.
I ain't feel good.
That's
son.
Crazy.
You
That's
heard?
Crazy.
I ain't feel good, son. And those is feelings I don't want my kids to have, son. And they don't even, you know what I mean? They don't get it yet. You know what I mean? I know they'll get their time to get it, but like they don't get to know what it is to not want shit.
Do they respect your kick game though? They respect where you coming from? Like, do they like yo? My pops is
hell no. My kids don't think I'm cool. Like that's the thing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids think like other shit is cool. You know what I mean? I think they know that I'm official though. You know what I mean? So to me, that's more like
that's all that matters.
You know what I mean? They know I'm not a liar. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They don't respect your sneaker game, though?
I mean, yeah, they know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They know, like, because they see things on TV and be like, oh, like, my pops got this. Or my pops, you been had that. I be in Flight Club with my little one, well, my middle one now.
Right.
And he be like, oh, you got those. And sometimes people be looking like, yo. And I be like, nah, for real. Yeah. I do. Yeah. So...
What's some joints you trying to cop now? Cause you put out a lot of drip on the gram. Like I need niggas to understand. Like you really do this shit. All of the pop-up shops. You got, like you said, you got receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's some shit you want now though?
My next sneaker that I want, yo, man, what's next? Hey, my dude, fill up.
I still want them Valentine's Day forces.
Bro,
still...
you know what's crazy for me? This sneaker game is like not even what it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? My excitement for it is not there because the game's been manipulated so much. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got nothing right now that you looking at right now?
I mean, son, it's stuff that I like. The next sneaker I probably really want that I felt it, my soul, my spirit jump when I seen it. Those white and blue, these white and blue ones. And I'm not even too big on Jordan 1s.
Oh, the ones?
Yeah, not the ones that come out this one. The ones with the gray check. They baby blue with a gray check. I forget what they calling those, the name or whatever.
See those.
But yeah, those joints. That blue suede, man. There's something about blue suede, man.
Wow. That's crazy.
For real.
With the gray check, I did not see those. That's hard.
Yeah, yo. We getting in tune with that. Like
you a fan of the low top? You a fan of the low top dunks right now? You are though. Y'all seen you post a few of them things, a few of the low top dunks.
Yo, yeah, we bang those. Like, you know, like I like dunks, I like Jordan 1s, but you know what the thing is? Like, I like sneakers, like nothing that's gonna crease mad quick.
You like supportive sneakers, like the Tim Duncans and all that.
Basketball,
like a
Barkley.
That's your vibe. I can tell.
You can get a Barkley, bend that shit.
And you be Gucci.
Still be good. I'm saying nobody ever know. Son.
Have you counted? Do you still count or?
Nope. My wife, I just had to put half of my kicks in storage. I put half of my kicks in storage. Cause
none of your sons with your size right now?
Yo, my oldest just started wearing my size. Word. Son, his kicks, his selection's better than mine. Yeah, son. He better than me, like, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I got access to it, because that's the thing. I know what it is to cop and crash, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
If he could get, if he wanted, like, you know what I mean?
Right. What's some kicks that's going to the grave with you that you're not giving up?
Man. Yo, son, I'm always gonna rock bows. You heard? I'm always rocking bows for the rest of my life. But like, I don't know, kid. Word, I know them Kobe's ain't going nowhere. Okay. Those gonna be those could crumble on one of the boys if they don't sell them. You know what I'm saying?
You got the highlight green shits already too, right?
Oh, the Grinch joints.
Yeah, you got the Grinch.
Nah, I didn't even try. Yo, this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, I used to get Kobe's without, you know, with minimal problems.
Right.
Now it's just like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Watching everybody.
You don't got the Grinch? I thought you had the Grinch joint.
Nah, I didn't even get those. Those came out around Christmas time. Those came out on Christmas, son. I had to get 2 PS5s.
That's true.
Take care of everything else.
I remember you was in that bag. I remember that.
Word up, Christmas was real.
Those was like
but
supportive. Those are the most, to me, like the most supportive low top Kobe's.
Yo, I don't like those. The 6s is cool, but I don't like them little circles, them little dots all over. I like 5s. I like them Bruce Lee joints. You see, my man got them J. Cole joints with the Bruce Lee vibe, like the Kobe's. That black and yellow.
That's hard.
Bruce Lee.
I did see. You know, you can't steer too crazy, but those is it.
Yeah, son.
Those is it. So everybody you fuck with know about them kicks. It seemed like oh, your circle is like know where the drip is at.
Everybody in my circle got like a specific like power, son.
Shout out the niggas in the room, man.
We all superheroes,
who in the
man.
room with us right now? Shout out them niggas out.
Yo, it's my man.
No nigga look at the cup too. You see where he at, right? Look.
Bro, niggas pick my words so
look at that's mad funny.
Crazy. But the first thing that came to my head was my motherfucking support team, you heard?
Okay.
These are my dogs. You know what I mean? My nigga JP, he stayed low, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yo, son, his specialty is like, son, he could deal with people differently than I can. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's a nigga who could run for mayor and shit like that.
Okay,
you know what I
mean?
like
that.
That's what we call him, the mayor.
I like that.
My nigga Lefty, like, yo, you know what's crazy with him? He got a different type of energy. Yo, I meet mad people, son. And I run through mad energies and shit like that. He got a authentic energy, and it's always similar to yours, yo. Like I could just get with my nigga Lefty, and my whole spirit changed, son. I be happy, son. You know what I mean?
That's what matters.
He don't sweat nothing,
That's
son.
Real. Yeah.
And if he get tight, it's like, yo, son, something must be really wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, son?
Right.
He got a different energy, son. So I always appreciate having him on deck, son. And my firstborn on camera, son, he been helping me my whole life. Like I said, my whole life, like his whole life. Son, he been holding a camera like since he was 4 or 5.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean. So
is that's your feel? Like that's what you want to do?
Wait, I gotta do it right back. How you zoom in?
See, man, somebody done stepped on I was running around all night with these.
They got my Jordans twice off my foot last night. How did you win that? Hit them and then they just came off my foot. That's what happened to the front of my shit, the front and the heel. Walking around and stepping on my motherfucker. Yo, you running for something.
Or you just... Oh, okay. Oh, we gotta tune in.
Son, he don't even realize like how much natural camera skills he got, because it's just so in. It's natural. It's just life for him. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, you tell him to take a picture and you tell one of us to take a picture. You gonna see your phone. Yeah, like you'll see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, everybody tap into their talents. I got a couple more of my dogs that ain't get here yet, but you know.
Right.
In due time.
Right.
It's episode 0.
Episode 0. Who's somebody in the sneaker game right now that you haven't worked with, or do you think because you've been in the game for a minute, but somebody you need to get close to, like, yo, what's up, man? We need to.
In this sneaker game that I need to get with. Wow. Yo, son, you know what's the thing? I don't even think like that, man.
Okay.
Like, bro, that's my word. I don't even. I used to when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. But do niggas come? So let me ask this though: Do niggas come to you for the advice and the drip? Like, have you established yourself in that way where niggas is coming to you?
Everybody's paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They always want to know what I think about this and what I think about that. A lot of those guys is the reasons why, you know what I mean? We're here today. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, bro. I got a couple things to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, say
stay in tune with me. Give me your ear for a little while and you'll see. You know what I mean?
Right. So you got shit. That sound like you got something in the tuck. Like you got some cooking up, or
yeah, man, I got a lot. Like, yo, bro, like I'm off and running. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this episode 0.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not too much into just about celebrities and stuff like that. I'm not trying to bring a gang of celebrities on here.
Right.
I'm more about the trendsetters, the tastemakers who inspire these celebrities.
You need PJ Tucker on your shit, though.
PJ Tucker.
You need PJ.
PJ Tucker.
Talking about.
Yo, man. All right.
The nigga we could talk too, because the nigga for the Hood Center shit, you know, I interviewed shout out to Jarrell Harris. He was a writer. He was the 2019 NBA editor, and he was the Sports Illustrated writer. I forgot what year, but he interviewed PJ Tuck around the time when he went to Flight Club. Like, that was their interview. That shit is in Sports Illustrated magazine. Like, he said
word.
PJ Tucker don't play around, dick. Like, he's that nigga. Yo, y'all niggas ain't got shit in here. And I was asking him off camera, like, how his vibe. Like, he really about that. Well, we could tell. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, son, all that's good. But guess what? You a basketball player. And, yo, son, I got a motto, bro. Y'all will get to know a couple of them.
Yeah, talk about it.
One of them is, don't forget about your son, you selfish bastard. You heard?
Was that at PJ Tuck just
No,
now?
that wasn't for
that was
PJ
just,
Tuck. But when I came in, when I was talking about my slogan, that was more for
that's hard.
When you go in the cop you something, don't forget about your son.
Hashtagging that? Because that's hard.
Niggas can have.
Don't forget about your son. It's hard.
You selfish bastard.
Mellow
facts.
Right.
You heard? Word. But when it come to PJ Tucker, it's like, don't show off, show up. You know what I'm saying?
And what you mean by that? Break that down.
Our culture, we just get taught to show off so early. Everybody knows how to show off.
That's hard.
Learn how to show up, though, son. You heard?
How, in what way though? How can niggas show up in your opinion?
Showing up. Be consistent in whatever you do, son. Be consistent in it. You know what I mean? Everybody want to do this, that, but like sometimes, most of the time, when you see what it is to continue to do it, people just throw in the towel. You know what I mean? Even with the Instagram shit, like I don't gotta do that shit every day.
You a nigga Instagram, your stories I look forward to. Dude.
Oh yeah, like I said, and when I say every day, I mean with
like,
that, what I do with that,
content like that. That's
what I turned that into. Some people can't see my stories. If you can't see my stories, if you ain't, that means you be around the wrong people. You heard?
What, can't see it in a way like it's too much for them?
Yeah, a couple niggas is blocked.
Oh, word?
Yeah, son. You get on that block list, son. Sometimes it's because of the people you around. It ain't you necessarily.
Right.
It's the people you around.
What telling you what? Like, you ever got your shit flagged or something?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, people flag me and shit like that. But
wow.
I don't stress that. You know what I mean?
You don't really go. You don't go too. I mean, you got content, but you don't go
my
too crazy.
dog. May 3rd
Mm-hmm.
is crazy nice with the rhymes. This is the first of all, you know, time is winding down, and I just want to say a couple things.
Talk about it.
I know 400 niggas that rhyme. I have no intro. I need an intro for my first episode. If you rhyme, send me a sneaker song. I need some sneaker content. I need you to talk about Mello KickGame in there. You heard? I need my name in there, son. I need my brand in there.
You can work on that.
All right?
Definitely.
Yo, before anything, son, I want to say I appreciate my family for allowing me this space, even this little bit of time that I have right here, son. I got here late. You heard?
But we talked about that, though.
I got my 2 little mans in the crib.
Right.
You heard?
Right.
I got here a little late, but I appreciate my wife. I appreciate my kids for allowing me to get this space right here. You know what I'm saying? To get my thoughts off and to do what I need to do for me and my peoples.
Right. And that's important.
I appreciate all my friends and family. You heard? Who've been pushing me forever to get to this point to do what we're doing right now. You know, I feel obligated to perform on a certain level. You know what I'm saying? I don't play with things like, and y'all will see in time exactly what I'm on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You did a great fucking job. And, you know, a lot of niggas, and I already knew this was gonna be light for you as soon as you get in tune and, you know, you get into a space because, you know how to project, nigga. You know how to present yourself. So I don't really, like I said, I ain't impressed by a lot of niggas, you know what I mean, too much. But when I met Mello, it was genuine. You know what I'm saying? It was vibes, it was laughter, it was happiness every time. So, and then too, on top of that, his resume spoke for itself. It's just as far as the shit that he was in tune with, what he want to do. So,
no doubt.
We
was just talking about that shit on the way here, son. What makes somebody's opinion special? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a million people with a million opinions. So, what makes somebody's opinion even worth listening to, right? Or being influenced by, you know what I mean? It's absolutely about who's talking, right? You looking at the characters. What I'm selling, I live by. That's number one, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't, and we on this thing called experience, you know? And through experience, you get the wisdom, and bro, we've been through a lot, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So that's why my opinion, you know, is different than other people, you know what I mean? We was just talking about, I said, yo, since I was a little kid, first thing I liked was wrestling. A lot of my friends, they used to like Tito Santana.
No, let me talk
niggas,
about
right?
this, because we kind of went back and forth. I think Westside Gunn is genuine with this wrestling shit, bro. Like, I think he a genuine... Mello don't feel that. He think he ain't really. He think Westside is. He think the art shit with Westside Gunn is like, it's for play. I don't think that. I think it's genuine. Like, y'all feel that? Y'all, huh? Westside Gunn, yeah. I think he a genuine nigga with the wrestling shit.
Son, you know what?
Yo. Okay. That makes sense.
Yo, them niggas is cool.
Right.
Like, you know, I like them. I like their personalities. You know what I mean?
You don't think he genuine with the art when it comes to the art shit?
Yeah.
It's crazy, son.
Yo, son, y'all know what's the thing about me, son? All these niggas is gonna watch and they in tune with what I'm saying, what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he's absolutely watching, listening to what I'm saying.
Right.
And it's like, bro, first time I ever heard you, I thought you was Ghostface. Kind of like Action Bronson.
Wow,
son.
Damn, you got a good ear. I never.
And your rap is like ZD.
That's crazy.
Boom, boom,
That's
boom,
crazy.
and all that, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was Ghostface. So I'm a nigga who grew up on Wu-Tang. Son, let me tell y'all something about me. I don't dangle in too much different shit. When I like something, it's what I like. I like basketball. I don't really watch football and baseball and tennis. I'll indulge a little Serena, a little playoffs, a little swing. You understand?
Right.
I'm not in tune. My focus is on basketball, right?
Right.
And the same thing with rap. I'm not a nigga who listen to a little pop, a little salsa. Like I said, I'll listen whatever. I know them hot songs, but yo, rap is what I'm into. You know what I mean? Since I was a kid, 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you put me on.
So
that,
I love this. I love Wu-Tang, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Best group to you?
Best group? Nah, the Lox is the best group ever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Cause
Chic underrated?
Absolutely.
Okay, I agree.
It ain't just no hobby.
Best
How
play.
the fuck Daniel's son gonna beat Mr. Miyagi?
Hold on. Best rap in the group?
Oh, Kiss, nigga. Come on, son.
Okay, y'all agree? It's always a debate with that. Okay. With y'all Styles? Y'all look.
This nigga, yeah.
You going with Styles?
I'm a Kiss nigga, but I think SP got him on a couple songs.
I agree with that.
Yo, you know
you gotta really listen to Chic though too. Yeah, the raspy voice, all that matter. Style's different. Okay, true. We might have to. What you gonna call it too? That Kiss and Allen Iverson beat.
Oh yeah.
You might have to put that on the intro with somebody doing a remix or something.
Yo, I don't want nothing like, son. This music thing is so funny, son. I don't want nothing that's gonna try to get
sabotage.
Me. Yeah, you know what I mean.
You want all original.
All original. I know enough beat makers. Like I know, you know.
Well, tell somebody, send something to me.
Everybody that's watching this has a role that they play in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all play your role in hip hop. You play your role in sneakers. You play your role in rap. So you know what to do, son. Get in tune with me. KickGame DVD at Gmail. You know what I mean? Send me the tracks. You know what I mean? Send the beats.
You remember your first your first set of footage that you ever did?
Yeah, y'all as the official dudes and ladies worldwide to link up and form the exclusive circle, and we're gonna inspire and teach the whole world. Let's do it. Now I noticed, I see you got the best rapper alive t-shirt. Let's show the world. Who's that right there? Is that Young Weezy?
Yeah.
I'm DJ Mello. Ain't no antidote, ain't no answer. It's me then cancer, JoJo dancer. You can try to fight it, but you won't get a chance to download the program or even advance your software. I'm about taking you off here, turning something small into guerrilla warfare. Sipping coffee over your death in my lawn chair. Hot meal made by the chef with the long hair. Wherever you can think about going, we gone there. As soon as we touch down, you know it's on there. Been spending the money like.
Up here, man, 34th, 33rd Street, man. What's good? You see how we get it? You see how we get it? Yo, man, what's your name? Where you from, man?
Yo, what's good? I'm David. Got that money.
Spending the money like we don't care. And when them boys come last.
Okay, say less.
Y'all gonna see it, son. All that shit.
You got all
there.
that shit in the
Fact.
What you use? What camera you use? The shit that
I was using the That's when we was using the Sony, the handy cam.
Yeah, about to say with the little strap shit.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Word.
That's crazy.
But yo, like I said, man, y'all understand why I talk the way I talk and do the things I've done. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like sneaker culture is important, but what comes first, the chicken or the egg? You know what I'm saying? Yo, you look at these dudes go sneaker shopping on Complex and things like that, but what's important is how do the shoes get in this store?
Okay.
How'd they get there? How they got all this in there? You know who went out there and got it? Who was the young warriors who went out there and got that? My peoples, me. I done took my son out there. He done been on camp outs with me. Got to the glory and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I want to say before we skate. To everybody who know me, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's been a lot from middle school, elementary school, high school, whatever. We work together, whatever. Think about your experiences with me we've been on journeys. We've set goals.
Yeah.
We'd be like, we going out to do this.
Right.
How did the journey turn out? Did we accomplish that? Is it a glory story? Or is it some story of failure and we didn't accomplish it? I want to know, did we get the task accomplished? Right. Or did we fumble and fall?
And you asking that question because you know the answer. You confident in that.
Don't play with me, son. What make my opinion important, son?
Execution. Right.
Son, we help shape this culture, B.
Now, I want to talk about this, too. You a nigga I respect because your kick game is what it is. That's official. Resume speaks. But the pieces you put together, it's a lot of niggas that fuck with kicks, but the drip don't matter. Like, they just kick niggas. Like, they don't get fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you know them baggy jeans, just know the J's, though. Just know the Nikes, but they don't put the pieces together. Like, like you got something else to speak on when it come to that. Like, you got the Black History Nike shit on right now. Like, talk about that.
Yo, I like this shit. You know what's crazy? Since I was a young boy, since I was a young boy, I seen Spike Lee rocking this in a commercial, and I'm heavily influenced by Spike Lee, man. Shout out to Spike Lee, man. That's like my superhero, you know what I mean? That's definitely one of them, man.
What was the kicks and Do the Right Thing? What was those? Those was regular
What
Air
the
Forces? What he had on?
Jordan 4s is what
he had the
bugging
4s
out.
on.
No. Spike Lee had on the Bo Jackson, son.
I gotta watch that again.
He had on. Those are the SC Trainer 2s. You heard?
Okay.
Just pull that up to make sure I'm right.
What was the shit when he was
SC Trainer 2? Nike SC Trainer 2.
When he was
ones
scraping
with the straps on it.
When he was doing the shit.
Now that wasn't Spike Lee. That was bugging out. That was his man. He had on the Jordan 4s, the cement.
The
4s.
One he was scratching with the toothbrush and all that.
But that was the hard part, because you see, everybody sees the part where bugging out spazzed on the white guy for stepping on his sneaker, right?
Yeah.
And son Martin was like, "Yo, you just paid $100 for them shits, right?" But later on in the movie, yeah, son, it was these. Hell yeah. Make sure I'm right. I just want to see the show him the right color.
Put that on the cam.
Here you go. This is what Spike Lee had. Oh, it's the SC Trainer 3. It's the 3.
That's hard.
You get those? These are what Spike Lee had on his feet.
That's
and
crazy.
Do the right thing.
That's crazy right there.
And he was rocking that with the Jackie Robinson jersey, son. You heard? The Brooklyn joint. You know what I mean? Yeah. He always put on for Brooklyn, man. I went to see Spike Lee one time. They opened up House of Hoops downtown Brooklyn, right? I took my little man with me. I said, yo, Spike Lee downtown. We going to go check this out. Yo, it's 200 people out there. He's doing the interview. Him, Angela Lee Yee, Bernard King, and another Brooklyn OG basketball player, whatever. So they doing the interview. We all watching. We on the gate. Yo, it's lit. Boop, boop, boop. So now it's over. It's over. Everybody skating. We standing up. Yo, son, Spike Lee comes from around the gate, son. I'm looking at him, son. And I'm looking at this nigga walk, son. And I'm like, this nigga coming my way, boy. Then, I'm like, yo, son, this nigga coming to me, son. This nigga comes up to me, son. It's 200 niggas out here, son. Spike Lee came up to me and said, yo, you need to get your little man a Knicks hat. He had on a Brooklyn Nets hat. I said, yo, he loved Brooklyn like you, Spike.
Wow.
I said, we just love Brooklyn like you. You heard? That's on they'll get that. You heard? And things like that's how my life, these are things that happen to me often that always make me feel like my blessing is different. It's like, I need to spread this. I need to share it. I need to inspire others with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's not regular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not, nigga. I told you that from the gate. I don't know what. I remember I had some Hokers on. Matter of fact, that's how it kind of started. I'm some like run and shoot nigga, like, you know what I mean.
So my man JP would rock those.
Yeah, some Hoka One. I'm gonna put you on some Hoka One shits from Germany. Like they like I feel like they was like the first big sneaker. Like, you know how now Versace doing big sneakers, like all these niggas doing
the
big sneakers
soles.
now.
Yeah, the rubber
Yeah, the
sole.
bulky sneakers. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm coming through different flavors. I'm seeing Mello in the bait. He like, yo, bro, you got flavors. They like, what's good? I'm like, these are my shit. He's comfortable. And then it just started from there. Mello put me on to the watermelon patch hats. All I'm like, yo, bro, put me on. What's up? Like, once I followed him on the gram, I said, oh, he's in tune. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's in tune. Like,
yeah, man, I got to thank my sons for that, man, because, yo, again, like, I always want to be able to at least have a conversation with him, and he knows that I really am at least somewhat. I'm not going to be in tune like him. Because he got words and stuff, breesh and treesh, and I don't know what that means, son.
Yeah, all that lingo.
They be calling each other, yo, you day room. I don't even know what that means. All this NBA 2K slang. Yeah, I think that means you dumb or something, son.
Word?
Because my other young boy just used it the other day, son. He like 21. I said, damn, son, this is a real word. He uptown, son.
I never heard that.
You day room.
Day room? What that mean?
What day room? Childish?
Oh, childish?
Yeah, you
day
room. Yo, son.
Day room is what they niggas call. Day room is a psych hospital shit. The psych ward shit.
Yo,
the day room,
boy.
that's where them niggas stay.
This one. What, the kicks? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You see, and that's another thing. Yo, like, the other day, my man just hit me, and he was like, I was like, yo, son, only cornball niggas rock New Balance, son. And he got kind of tight. He was like, yo, son, like, it ain't about just staying. I don't just follow what everybody else follows.
Certain type of New Balance. You get away with some New Balance, though.
I'm from Brooklyn. Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, bro.
Get away with some balances.
Y'all,
not the
OGs can wear that. I know it's like OGs gonna be, yo, New Balance, yo. Yo, listen here.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Talk that shit.
My cousin Stam is the freshest nigga I know, son. And I never seen him wear no New Balance, son. Yo, son, even I come from Brooklyn, bro. We don't do all that. Yo.
All right, let me ask you.
We don't even wear Uptowns. Uptowns was for Uptown niggas. Vansons was for Uptown niggas. We don't do that.
Before we get out of here. That's crazy. Before we get out of here. Can you be a sneaker nigga without having Jordans?
Absolutely.
So you could respect the nigga KickGame if he don't got no J's? Yeah. Like he don't wear Jordans. You respect.
My wife don't wear Jordans, son, and she's she gets it. She's pretty, she knows her stuff.
Yeah. But you can always be drippy, but I'm saying like can you be a sneakerhead without? Okay.
Yo, I mean, but Jordan is sneakers. As long as that's understood, because that's the thing. Like, even though my wife don't wear Jordans, but when it's time to get her sons fly, she knows what she's grabbing. You know what I'm saying? When it's a certain pair, like, you know what I'm saying? So even people that don't wear Mikes, you still respect Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the thing about him.
Okay.
Like,
can you be a sneakerhead if you don't got Nikes though?
Without any Nikes, like that's what I'm saying. Again, yeah, because like it got them dudes in Germany who be wearing.
Your mans disagree.
It's people who, cause son, you remember, it's still, son, you could get dope Adidas and things like that. Like look around this room, son.
I got Tim. I'm out. I got Tim's on right now.
4 or 5 of us, and son, it's not all Nike, son. Like back in the days, it would have just been Nike. We'd have been Niked out. But you got Pumas, the J. Cole Pumas. You got Yeezys.
So you could
Jordan.
Hold on. You could do Pumas, but you can't do New Balances though.
Facts. Like, son, you think
True.
Yeah, son. Yeah, Hove sanctioned New Balance. It was lit.
So, Hove brought Puma back to the map.
Nipsey and Hove, they got it lit, bro. Word.
Before we get out of here, I just want to say this, bro. Like I said it before in the beginning of the interview, bro. I'm proud of you. I didn't second guess nothing about how good this interview was gonna be, because the swag or all of that, the way you talk, the way you speak about your craft, it speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? we be at the job. We don't really fuck with niggas anyway. You know what I mean? We only fuck with a few. So at the end of the day, that speak for itself. But like I said, once I got your gram, once you show me the proof, the receipts, that it was nothing for me to bring you in here and introduce you to some important people. So shout out to Gotham Podcast Studio. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Mike. You know, these people that's actually just, you know, they just keep progressing. All the engineers, Raul.
For sure. Thank you to the engineers for holding us down. I appreciate it. For sure.
Definitely. Anything else you want to say to the people before? What's next, man? Because this is exciting. This is good content.
Yo, this is episode 0. Just be ready for episode 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right. Yo. You got that, my man got that Black History on. That's hard, by the way.
Yo, I appreciate you, man. Like, yo, it say a lot about you, man. A lot of dudes, you know, they can't do that. You know what I mean? They'll just think in their head, man, I got something at home. I'll crush him the next time I see him. You know what I mean?
I might do that too, but at the end of the day, I gotta give credit. Yeah, I gotta give credit. Like, I know how y'all play. That's a fact.
But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Peace to everybody who been waiting on me.
Yeah,
yo, I appreciate y'all. Everybody who
is this gonna be consistent? Is the Duce at the show gonna be consistent? Is this all the time or
yo, bro? Let me tell you one thing about me and my dogs. Like, son, we real, like, we rock boys. You know, we grew up under that culture. We got dads, but and all that, son. But yo, listen, when it come to Hove, it's serious. Like, we really appreciate him, man. A living legend, man. Right. You know, like we drink Douce, we listen to Tidal.
Wow.
We keep our rock crowns. You know, right now the young guys is, you know, you gotta have a little flavor under your joint. But yeah, man.
Big
it's official. Y'all see.
My man just bought Hennessy too. He's disgusting. His money's disgusting.
Nah, we call that bad yak. We don't drink Henny.
Oh, I don't fuck with that Henny. That's devil water. I never fucked with it.
Yeah, man.
I never fucked with it. Honestly, I'm a Bronx nigga, and I'm like the misfit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with Henny at all. No doubt. So, all right, facts, man. It's, you know, Mello KickGame. I'm just here supporting my dog. He bought his support system in here. That goes without saying, because he always support niggas. Like I said, I knew his son just through the gram. You know what I mean? Just because he been supporting and doing this thing. So, yo, stay tuned. This is exciting.
Too many changes. You change from your greatness, become a byproduct of yourself. All for the paper, regardless. The market see you as an old ass artist. The McCartneys live past the